What's going on, y'all? So, back at it again with another Monday Night Raw review. And this was an okay episode. I don't want to say anything too exciting happened, but it kept storylines moving. We started off Monday Night Raw with them already, like, when it came on, I guess Bobby Lashley was talking before the show officially started. So it just basically cut into whatever he was saying, but pretty much all we got was, he basically called up Brock Lesnar and said, if Brock Lesnar, you're ready for a fight, come out here right now. And basically Brock Lesnar came out and there was a brawl. Brock Lesnar, I think, had like the upper hand at first, but then Bobby Lashley basically took control and just beat the hell out of Brock Lesnar. And then I think it was announced later on in the night that Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar will fight at Crown Jewel. It was announced later on in the night. But the first match we got was a good old-fashioned tag team match, the OC versus the Alpha Academy, which was great tag team fun. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Just good old-fashioned tag team fun, good old-fashioned Chad Gable and Otis match with the OC. The OC looked good here. Hell, the Alpha Academy looked good here. And the Alpha Academy, not the Alpha Academy, but the OC got the victory. But the thing after the match was Judgment Day came out, and they basically cut a promo on the OC saying that they didn't do nothing special, but be another just another team or some another people or other people in their way that they're going to basically defeat. Dominic bragged about running his father to SmackDown, and I'm trying to remember what else. The Judgment Day challenged the OC to a 6-man tag at Crown Jewel themselves. To which they accept, and then AJ Styles challenged them to a fight. Instead, he was saying, I don't understand why people do this. This is Monday Night Raw. It was in the AM. Sorry about that. But yeah, he said this is Monday Night Raw. Let's do this right here, right now. But they basically declined, and but Dominic would challenge, or AJ would challenge Dominic, and call Dominic a piece of crap for turning on his father, and that he's going to do to Dominic what his father should have did to him and beat the crap out of him. But I think that would be set up for later on tonight. Then we got a Seth Rollins promo basically with him coming out talking about his victory over Bobby Lashley and explaining why, after the crowd chanted he tapped out, he explained why he tapped out, because he said he did that for all his supporters, because if he wouldn't have tapped out, he would have been able to take on Bobby Lashley and win the United States Championship, even though we all know it was Brock Lesnar who pretty much gave him the assist. Speaking of which, Mustafa Ali came out and basically wanted to challenge Seth Rollins, or be the next after Matt Riddle, and Seth Rollins basically declined, but Mustafa Ali said he's not going anywhere. He will be Seth Rollins' next freaking problem. But yeah, Mustafa Ali also mentioned how Brock Lesnar gave him the assist to win. There was a backstage promo with Matt Riddle and Mustafa Ali where he told when he wins and beats Seth Rollins for the title, Mustafa Ali will get his chance. Also, and the reason why I mention this is because The Miz basically made it look like he basically hurt his knee and couldn't compete against Dexter Lumis tonight. That will be an ongoing thing throughout the night. Then we'll get the second match, which is Damage Control of Dakota Kai and Io Sky versus Candice LeRae and Bianca Belair in some tag team action. Another good tag team match. Nothing bad to say about it. It was a decent match, and I guess if you was gonna have anybody get pinned in this match, it would be Candice LeRae. You want to protect Bianca. Uh, but yeah, the match was good due to some outside interference from Bayley. They would with Bianca taking out Bayley, Dakota Kai and Io Sky will take advantage of this and do a double team move to pin Candice LeRae. We got JBL was spotted, or the limousine was spotted earlier in the night, and then he came out and cut a promo, revealing that when Rey Mysterio went to SmackDown, there was a trade, and that trade brought over Baron Corbin, who's now going by Baron Corbin. He's no longer Happy Corbin. He's still got like the Happy Corbin. It's like a little remix, new theme of Happy Corbin's music, but now he's going by Baron Corbin again. And then he went on. JBL gave Baron Corbin the endorsement as this new generation, or the modern day generation wrestling god. And this will lead into the third match of the night with him taking on Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin had a decent match. This was a decent match, and I think this was the first match of the night to be a singles match. Like this is the first singles match of the night, and this was a good repackage, re-debut for Baron Corbin. And I ain't got nothing bad to say about this. This was a good match. Dolph Ziggler always know how to put on good matches, but he took an L today against Baron Corbin, which they look like they probably going to push Baron Corbin more than Dolph Ziggler, as they was pushing Dolph Ziggler before, but now I guess it's Baron Corbin. But yeah, Baron Corbin gets the victory here. Rhea Ripley would get posted by Cora Jade, who would ask her to be Roxanne Perez partner, which you guys by now already saw on NXT. Dominic, before I get to that, the Miz was getting interviewed backstage about his knee, and he said he was saying it was going to be basically be unable to compete. But Johnny Gargano reared his ugly head and scared the Miz into revealing that his knee injury was just that, a fake, and that he was going to take on Dexter Lumis. We would then get Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles match, which was also a good match. This was a good singles match between the two, and one of the best things I loved about this match, and I wrote it in my notes because I had to say it, was that during a brief moment where Dominic got threw back into the ring by AJ, Rhea Ripley was distracting AJ, and she was like, "Come on, AJ, what, you want to hit me? You want to hit me?" He said, "Oh yeah. Oh, I want to knock you into next week." She was like, "Well, come on then, AJ, come on." Then she's like she bit at him, and then the referee was like, "Come on, AJ, leave her alone, AJ." And AJ was like, "This chick needs to be blasted." I said, "Oh my God," I don't know why, but that was like the greatest line that I ever heard. He was like, it was like no filter. He just said. He just turned to the referee. "This chick needs to be blasted." I was like, "Oh man," and that was a little attitude error for you. We took too, because AJ was like that was the first time. I think not the first time in a long time I've seen a male WWE superstar actually mention or wanting to hit a female superstar. And I just found that hilarious. That AJ was like, "This chick needs to be blasted." But the match itself was good, and Dom got the surprise victory off of distractions from the Judgment Day, and Dominic were able to get the roll up pin over AJ Styles, giving Dominic a big win, because he basically pinned a former WWE champion in a one-on-one competition. So yeah, that's good for Dominic Mysterio. We were supposed to get this next match was supposed to be Dexter Lumis versus The Miz, but The Miz would come out and beat Dexter Lumis to hell with a chair. And it was Stone Crusher finale on The Miz, and it was also stated by Johnny Gargano twice, once before this and once after this match about some type of information that The Miz and Dexter, and that there's some type of thing The Miz is not telling people about his relationship with Dexter and why Dexter is after him, and basically Johnny Gargano said he had a whistle and said if he don't tell the world about why Dexter is truly after him, he's gonna blow the whistle on him himself. This will lead to the Elias promo that was promoted throughout the night, where Elias was gonna have a concert, reintroducing himself again, telling the world that his younger brother Ezekiel, his career was cut short. I guess he would no longer be a WWE superstar thanks to what Kevin Owens did. But now he's officially back. Which I said, you know what, it was a good try, but the Zeke character for Elias was not getting over. People like the Elias character. People just want them to take the Elias character seriously and push him. But this was a good first step. I think he basically he was trying to give his concert. Matt Riddle come out and join him, but they would both get interrupted. Matt Riddle would interrupt him, but then it was a welcome interruption because he wanted to join in on the concert. But then Seth interrupted him, and he couldn't get the concert started, and then thus leading into the main event, which I gotta admit, I love the presentation style they do that Triple H brought over for NXT, where it's almost like a boxing / UFC match where they dim the lights and highlight the two competitors when it's a championship match. I like that. But yeah, we'll get to the main event, which is Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins for the United States Championship, which was a good match, a great main event. Nothing bad here to say about this either. I forgot to mention Omos had a promo. They cut a promo on Braun Strowman about him being there being no monsters, but there are being giants, and him being a giant Nigerian giant was better than Braun Strowman, and that they're gonna be on SmackDown this coming Friday. But yeah, Seth Rollins and them. This was a banger of a banger after banger. This was a banger of a match. They work well together, despite the fact that in real life Seth Rollins really don't like Matt Riddle, but they work together well in the ring. And if it wasn't for Seth Rollins trying to go, Elias and stuff, and causing Elias to get involved, because I think he wanted Elias to hit him, but then he super kicked him, and Elias tried to get involved, which would cause Matt Riddle, and thus Matt Riddle lost to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is still your United States champion, and he'll do a curb stomp of both Matt and Elias, and then I think he was getting ready to curb stomp Matt again, but this time on the championship. But Mustafa Ali would come out to beat up on Seth Rollins to send him flying into the crowd, thus ending the show. The show was a decent episode of Monday Night Raw. Nothing too big happened, good, but it was still decent. Nothing big, no returns or nothing. Just good old fashioned storytelling and matches. Decent promos, decent matches. So with that said, this is a 7 out of 10 Monday Night Raw episode. But you let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and if you enjoyed this episode, this review, then you hit this button right there in the upper right corner for all of my WWE reviews. And if you enjoy this review video so much you want to support the channel, hit those button guys, as it helps that YouTube algorithm bring in more tribe members. And as always, hit any one of these videos for more of my amazing content, but don't go anywhere. Got more for you guys. Peace.